The phases of chopping wood to heat your home. In the stance phase, Quinn has a wide base of support, his knees are flexed for strength, his gaze is focused on the log, and he checks for stability. In the preparatory phase, the right forearm is supinated by the neck of the axe, and the right hand is in full cylindrical power grasp. The left forearm is pronated by the base of the axe, and the left hand is also in full cylindrical power grasp. The right hand, shoulder, and trunk all lower down towards the right side laterally and posteriorly. The left shoulder is flexed at about 80 degrees with slight internal rotation. Left elbow is extended and in closed pack position. The right shoulder is flexed at about 40 degrees with external rotation. Right elbow is extended and in closed pack position. In the movement phase, the trunk rotates towards the right. Hips are in anterior tilt. There's a slight lowering of the body weight by flexing his knees, and he begins to flex his elbows and elevate the weight of the axe. Left shoulder flexes, raising and horizontally adducts with increasing internal rotation, while the right shoulder externally rotates and the right elbow flexes and the wrist stays neutral. Legs begin to rise and the trunk returns to neutral by rotating medially. The left shoulder begins to externally rotate, horizontally abduct, and move into fuller shoulder flexion, while the left elbow extends again to 0 degrees. The right shoulder flexes superiorly to full flexion, while the right elbow extends fully. As the axe begins its downswing, the right hand releases its power grasp and loosely slides along the handle with all the MPs, DIPs, and PIPs in loose flexion. Meanwhile, the left hand remains in full grasp, and as the right hand moves lower on the handle, the MP of the index finger extends a bit. The hands meet each other at the bottom of the handle, the right hand and the digits and the thumb flex into a power grasp again. Now both shoulders are internally rotated toward midline, elbows are fully extended, wrists in neutral, right over left on the handle, both hands are in a power grasp. The legs are still in a wide stance, the knees are extended, the hips are frontal and symmetrical, the trunk is in forward flexion. During the follow-through phase, momentum of the axe's weight falling carries the body through the rest of the movement. Tension in the muscles and release somewhat to allow for the axe momentum to move. At close to 90 degrees hip flexion, the shoulders begin to extend as the swing is carried through and allows the axe to make contact with the log. During the recovery phase, contact with the log is made, the axe moves through the log, and stops moving on the other side. The relaxed grip of the hands can relax even more, and tension is released through the kinematic chain distally to proximally.